good. Hang on a sec, Jadders. Hang on a sec. Good, Camo? All right, Chatters far away, or Schmucker far away.
Yeah, well, Ben, congratulations on the win. What were your thoughts on the match?
It was, tough going for the girls. It was just relentless. I don't think it stopped raining all day, and was quite windy as well. So, but we sort of, after the first, probably half of the first quarter, we sort of dominated proceedings, but we just couldn't get it on the scoreboard. And it was a credit to West Coast the way they defended, but they got a lot of numbers back, which made it difficult to get shots on goal. But we sort of had it in control, but they still had a chance when they got within 6 points in the last quarter. So I was pleased that we finished as strongly as what we did.
You touched on it there. There was some periods in the match, long periods, where the ball was just trapped in your forward half. What's it like as a coach when you see that dominance there, but you're just not getting that scoreboard reward?
It's not as bad as maybe what you'd think. It would have been hard for you guys watching it on TV, but when you're here at the game, they had 14, sometime even 15 players back behind the ball, so they never really liked scoring. So as frustrating as it was, we didn't feel in danger that they were going to score at the other end. So definitely would have liked a few more goals along the way, but at the same time, it didn't feel like they were going to break it open at the other end.
Did you feel, Trent, like some of your weapons as a team were taken away both by the conditions and the way they played? And if you did, how did you try and adjust things through the game?
Yeah, there's no doubt that when the conditions are like that Gemma Houghton's not going to be showing her running bounces and a few of our other players, but it also brings in a few others, and Kiara Bowers loves playing in the wet, and it suits her game. Hayley Miller I thought was really good through there, so it's different. We did discuss how we could use Gemma and Gabby O'Sullivan. Did we need to use them in a different way? And that was a possibility that we could have thrown them up on the ball and used their bustle there if needed, but we thought we had control, so there was no need to do that.
Kiara Bowers had another amazing game. Just can you give us your thoughts on her?
Yeah, it was so in these conditions, we knew that she'd get the 14 tackles. That was never in doubt. But what we're really wrapped with now is that she's actually getting a bit more ball on the outside, and I think she had 400 metres gained, which today's probably worth 1,000 in the dry. So it was an amazing effort to do that. So she was awarded the RAC medal, and she was clearly the best player on the ground. I don't know what to say about her because it's the same every week. We know what we're going to get. It's going to be great, and she drags her teammates along with her.
Who else do you feel like stepped up in the conditions the way they were?
I thought Steph Kane's game was amazing today. She, on the wing, she sort of controlled the wing, took a couple of overhead marks, which no one else seemed to be able to do. I was really pleased with her game. And Sabrina Duffy, who last week they kicked the 3 goals, and got a lot of credit for that. Today she came up and did a lot of hard work, and she was one of our leading possession getters today, and never got clear and didn't hit the scoreboard, but I was really happy with her performance. And our backs, I thought, same as last week, they were really solid and didn't look like getting penetrated too often.
The uncertainty around the fixture now, how do you handle that with your group?
We just addressed it, that it is what it is. Fortunately, we've had a bit of practice at it. Last year, that final against Gold Coast, we had no idea who we were going to play until the Thursday night. We played on the Saturday. This week, we didn't know. Next week will be the same. We just need to prepare ourselves to be as ready as we possibly can. The girls are fine with that. It's probably, to be honest, it's harder for the coaches, in particular Lisa Webb, our opposition coach, because she has to rush and get all the work, 5 days work done in 1 or 2 days. But really, it's not too big an issue for us. We'll find out if we're travelling and jump on a plane and get there.
Have you been told that it's time to go back to a home and away format? Because I guess at one point last week we thought you might have to potentially go into a hub. Have you been given an indication that I should be okay now?
Not really. There's definitely a possibility. Obviously, the low cases around the country at the moment are positive. But to be honest, I was watching him closely Monday and Tuesday, the border situations. I haven't taken too much notice the last few days, been flat out getting prepared for this game. So we haven't heard anything specifically from the AFL about what next week will look like, or if it is just going to be fly in, fly out. But hopefully there's some borders open or exemptions that we can do that and keep the season ticking along.
And injuries tonight, how did you come out of it?
I think we came out really well. I spoke to the doc at half time and he said everything was great. And at the end of the game, with 5 minutes to go, I just check if anyone needs less time or whatever. Although that stage of the game was in the balance, and they said no, all good. So I haven't spoken to the doc post game, but unless something happened in the 5 minutes, I think we've got a clean bill of health.
Thanks for that. All the best for next week.
No worries. Thanks.
Thanks, Trent.
Thank you.